What's up everybody, Matt from TGI here bringing you our latest episode in our FIFA 16 Manager Mode commentary series for Aston Villa. So here on TGI we do have FIFA every single Friday. It's just one of our Let's Plays that we do here. We do Let's Plays also of the newest game releases every single Tuesday, along with video game news, conversations. But you can find out everything we do on our website, thegamerinitiative.com. The link to that is down below. So getting straight into this video, we are going to be carrying on with our series here. Last time out, we kicked off our season. We had a really good start to the season, 3 wins out of 3. Solid wins over Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, but also a really good win over Man United. So in this video, we'll be looking at carrying on with those games. We've got a Capital One Cup game here, and then we've got a couple of league games, and we've also got the transfer deadline day coming up, so plenty to get through in this video, that's for sure. So just very quickly before we start this, I want to look at the players that we might look to bring in. So we've only got 6 million. We're hoping to maybe sell a couple more players as well. So what I've been thinking recently, or more recently, is we might look to change this. Bun, he's quite old, so he's recently arrived, so I can't sell him, unfortunately. But at 71 and 30 overall, he's not going to be any better. He's serviceable as a backup, but if I could bring him in someone better, someone younger, then I will definitely look to do that. Another thing I was looking at doing is maybe sending Jack Grealish out on loan. He's a good young player, but I was thinking about bringing in someone else and get him playing first team football, and then he can come back when Scott Sinclair goes back to Swansea, I believe, where we've got him from, and hopefully then fill in that position, unless we decide to purchase Scott Sinclair. So in order to cover Grealish's gap in the squad, there is a player I have been looking at. This is all dependent on obviously the type of money that we end up getting, but there's this player here, Pablo Sarabia, central attacking midfielder, so he would come in and Ayew would move out to the left. Looks like he's got all the good stats there that you want in a number 10. Good kind of acceleration, agility, balance, good short passing, good long shots, decent curve, ball control, all of that stuff. So I'm going to get my guy to scout him. But he's also got a contract that's expiring in 11 months, so we might be able to pick him up a little bit cheaper. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see exactly how that turns out. And then in addition to that, I've been looking at some goalkeepers, which we've been scouting. We've picked up quite a few, but of all of these ones, a lot of them are not really. I was probably thinking this guy here. He's young, Sergio Rico, 21 years old, 76, so already better than Bun. 5 million. He'll probably get better at that age. And his goalkeeping stats there, you can see, are pretty well rounded. So he might be another one where we do a loan to buy option on him, because we're not going to be able to afford to buy all of these players. And the final thing we've got outstanding, which I will just very quickly show you, if I can get my controller working properly, transfer negotiations. We've currently sent out this offer here on Ridvold, where we're looking for 4 million and Ashley Westwood for Ridvold. So I might change Westwood because Westwood has a little bit more value, and I just feel he's more likely to sell. So I might change that to Nzogbia and see what they say. Because Westwood, I feel we might have more chance of selling on his own. But we'll see. Let's dive straight into this first game here against Leyton Orient. Cup game, going to be taking it seriously, I think. Let's have a look here. We got anyone we can change? Or maybe rest Sane, because he's got a little bit of fatigue there, but nothing too serious. Everyone else, though, I think we're happy with. Maybe we'll give a start to Sanchez ahead of Vertut as well. Just a couple of little changes, but nothing major. Everyone else looking pretty good. But other than that, I want to take it quite seriously. Want to get the win here. Cup is probably our best chance for silverware this season, so let's see how we get on here against Leyton Orient. Okay, there we go. Capital One Cup. We are through to the next round, but only just. It was a game, a scrappy game, a game of few chances. Neves there, but halfway through, you don't see the challenge, unfortunately, but Ogbonlahor brought down in the area. Sinclair steps up with the penalty and dispatches it as calmly as you like. Ogbonlahor there with another chance. Richards maybe should try to redirect it. A Bonghor here with another chance. Well saved by the keeper. Went for placement rather than power. But then Leyton Orient, credit where credit is due. They came back at us. They gave it a good go. Had to give away a yellow card there to stop them from counter-attacking. Hindsight, we didn't have our tactics right in that game. We were giving away, kind of in pursuit of that second goal a bit more probably than we needed to. Chasing it down. A Bonghor here using his strength to get past the defenders, and it was just very disappointing that we just didn't have many chances. And here they had a great chance. You can see one man over, but no composure, skied it, and then we had one quick chance there to round it off, but well saved by the keeper, out quickly to a Bonghor, and that was it. As you can see just from those highlights, very scrappy game. But in the cup, it's all about getting through, progressing to the next round. We've done that. We will need to play better in the league and also when we come up against tougher opposition in Leyton Orient. But I'm not too concerned right now. So here we are, transfer offer. Oh, just before I was talking about transfer offer, Westwood 3.4. That's what he's worth. Not going to haggle over it. We'll accept that. Transfer offer is unacceptable. I think that's for before when I then renegotiated it. So we'll see what they say as we simulate up here. A couple of emails coming in there. Transfer offer accepted. So 4 million and Exorbia for Riedwald. They've accepted it. That's excellent news, which means we can bring him in there. 4 million. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to double your money. You're going to go from 17 to 14. No, I'll give you 15. Double it plus an extra. Bring him in as an 18-year-old. 15 grand. Why not? It's the kind of manager I am. Hopefully, it's an offer that he cannot say no to. So that will bring in our extra centre-back. And then, 4 million that's going to cost us. So, we'll have 2 left. But then we're going to get the 3 million from Westwood. So, 5. Maybe we can bring in even that. We'll have to decide and see what we can do. Whether we can afford the extra central attacking midfielder or whether or not we bring in the keeper. I think we'll go keeper first because that central attacker, his contract is running down, so we can always sign him on a pre-contract. Maybe in the summer. It's not hugely critical. But for now, let's jump straight back into the league. We've gone 3 wins out of 3. Let's see if we can make it 4 here against Sunderland. So there we go then, our first drop points of the season. And as you're going to see from here, the highlights are very short and sweet. We had a good chance there, off the post from Pryor, ahead of Richards that went over the bar. Tried to make changes, brought on Ayew, brought on Iheanacho, went 4-4 because Sunderland had just parked the bus. But just couldn't get anything going. Sane had a great chance there. There's a couple of block chances that the highlights don't show you, but all in all, a 0-0 game. You can see there 7 shots, but Sunderland weren't interested in playing. They were holding the ball in the corner after 84 minutes when they were drawing 0-0. It's like, what? That's the tactics they employed. It's fair enough. They obviously wanted a point. They got their point. So, fair play to them, I guess. Let's focus on this now, though. We've got Riedwald. He's accepted his contract. So let's bring him in. Excellent stuff. So it looks like we've got the money here. So, right. So what have we got? We have 10 hours. We've got 5 million and 50 grand. Let's put it up to that. There we go. Our shortlist should be... Let's go into here. Get this sorted now. Quickly. We've got the keeper. Who did I identify? What was his name? Rico. Add to my shortlist. And then... Other player. Sarabia. Add to my shortlist. So, let's see if there's any way that we can get both. If we can get both, that's great, but I very much doubt it. let's have a think. How can we do this? So I think the only way we can do it is the keeper will have to do another buy to loan on him. So we could do that. And then the other player will have to buy outright because we can't loan him because he's only got 11 months left. So that's fine. So they're saying the keeper's worth 5 million. So we could buy him. What's our scout say? If this deal looks like it could happen, go ahead and submit your offer. Okay. So we could buy him outright. Or what would happen if we went to... Well, how much can we offer? Can I offer for full 6 million for a future fee? Or what happens if we say 5.5? They're saying he's worth 5, so 1 year loan. There we go. Bring him in. So we'll see what he says there, and then on this Sarabia, let's approach to buy. What's it saying? They think we might be able to pick him up. So what about if we go 5 million plus Kozak? He's our highest valued player we've got left at 3 million. So we're actually giving them way more than what the value is of him. 8 million. Just to get it through. We can't spend our money afterwards anyway, unless we spend it in January. Sometimes it's good to save money, but we can always request more depending on how we're doing. So let's see how those two go through. Right. Our management are reviewing the offer. We feel the fee is fair, but we're not yet, so it's okay. And they want 8 million in the player. Well, I can't afford that. There's no way I can afford it. We'll see what happens on the keeper first. They're let him join us on club and buy him at the end of the year at 5.5. So that's good. We can bring him in. Maybe he'll grow a little with us, and then you do not have. You can afford this player if you adjust your wage budget. Would you like this done automatically? Yes. Okay. We don't need to pay the money now anyway, so that's fine. Awesome. So that one is done. And then... Okay, so yeah, that literally takes all of them. But does he come straight into our squad? Does he come straight away? Is that how that works? Yeah, so Rico is now in. Excellent. So we can put him in ahead of... See, he's as good as Guzan, so I might even be tempted to play him straight away. Let him grow. If he turns into like an 80 overall, we've picked him up for 5 million. That's really good value. So we'll do that. Play the young guns. And then... What does that leave us with? It leaves us with 5.5 million. Selling players. So I just need to see how much we are offering this guy contract-wise. Transfer listed. So he has 30 grand. Okay. So I'm trying to work out. That other guy was on 30, so he probably wants... He's probably going to want 50, so we need to keep at least 20 spare. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to afford him. Unfortunately, we've brought in the keeper, we've made our decision. Unless, the only option is if we go to our office and request additional funds. We ask for an extra 8 million. I'm going to say that we can reach at least the quarters. If you can give us an extra 8 million. We don't even need an extra 8 million. An extra 6 million. All we can do is ask. That's the only way we're going to be able to afford this guy. Otherwise we maybe pick him up for free in the summer. Who knows. Someone might come in and offer us some extra money as well. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing's happening. These guys aren't coming back to us very quickly on the request for money, are they? Come on. 6 million. We'll reach the quarters. Submit. At the moment, there's nothing we can do. Is there? There's literally nothing we can do. Because we're going to need probably 20 grand. There's no way we can afford him. Unfortunately, there is no one else in our squad that I want to sell. I don't think that is worth more. Let's have a look. Yeah, so I don't want to sell any of these. The only option would be swapping him for IU, because IU's sitting at number 10. I mean, we could do that, but I think IU's young. I don't think that would be a smart move. We've brought Rico in, Richards, Akora, no, there's no one. Goya, maybe, but I don't really want to lose. No. What happens if we... Out of interest. What am I thinking? What happens if we try and load him? So it's been approached. They're not going to accept it. No, there's nothing we can do. We just have to accept it. You can't buy everyone. You can't win them all. Nope. You can have 4 million in Kozak. They might come back and say, yeah, fine. But I doubt it. It's their loss. They want 11 million for a guy that's out of contract at the end of the year. Well, there we go. Kieran Richardson. The problem is, though, is he going to be sold? He's not going to be sold in time for us to use that money. So we can maybe approach him in the summer. An extra... How much are we going to get now? Is there going to be enough time? An extra million has been added. Alright, what we got now? Let's chuck all our money on it. 5.5. And Kozak. Oh, there we go. We've got a bit more. Yeah. God, these wheeling and dealings. We don't need that much extra. We've got more budget now. Excellent. So we could now go in here and go... No, we're not going to give you that. But what we will give you is... Let's make sure it goes through. Because I think he's going to be a good player. Question is, will it get done in time? We are coming down to the wire. Transfer offer accepted. 50 grand, that's what I thought he might want. That gives us that. 4 years, 20%. Send him a contract. Is it going to go through in time? I don't think it's going to. I think we're going to run out of time. Deadline's ended. We're 1 hour shy. Oh, what's happened? Oh, now you come back. Yeah, we ran out of time to sign him just when the deal was accepted. Oh, that's really, really annoying. If that team had come in 1 hour earlier on Kieran Richardson, then we could have got it done. But yeah, they were never going to give me more money anyway. That's really annoying. We're not going to bring him in, but that's fine. We've got Grealish, we've got IU. It's not the end of the world. That guy will stay on our shortlist. We can maybe even get him for free in the summer. It's not that big a deal. A bit disappointing, but it is what it is. And now we've got Akora coming back as well, which is good. So that now means we don't need to play Lescott. Not that I necessarily would have anyway. So yeah, there we go. We got time to play one more game. We've got time to play one more game. We'll simulate all the way up to it here. Set our squad up here. So drop Adama, put Sane back in, get Fatut back in there ahead of Sanchez. So, and we'll put Wiedwilt on the bench because he is pretty decent overall. Akora is coming back as well. So now we've got some really decent centre backs coming through. Richards is our captain, but he's a bit... We are set. We are set at centre-back now. 4 really good centre-backs. We're really happy with that. And we don't need to worry. Sissoko can come up here in place of Lescott. So there we go. We didn't get to sell. These are players that we can look to sell as well. To maybe fund that purchase in the summer. Gozak, Gusted, Lescott. We'll pick that guy up in the summer. No big deal. But that is our team going forward now for the next few months. What we've got here? Any emails that are any interest? Who's saying it's Akora? He says he's okay to play. There's no point rushing you back. So let's get in here against Leicester and see if we can get back to winning ways to end this video. There we go, back to winning ways in the Premier League. An early goal there from Pryor, drilling it through the feet of Kasper Schmeichel. We really were on top of them early on, out of the gate fast, which is what we really needed after that 0-0 draw. And chances galore. Pryor pulling the strings in number 10. Already got a goal, then hitting the frame of the goal. And then collecting a pass here on the edge of the area. One touch, bang, past Schmeichel. 2-0 Villa, 2 for Pryor. He's on his hat-trick after only half an hour. And then from then on, it kind of slowed down a little bit. Pryor there with a glorious chance for his hat-trick, but snatching at the shot when he should have. He had time to take the touch. And another effort there. He really was instrumental in that first half. Took him off in the second half. Didn't want to risk any injuries. He was beginning to tire. And that shows from the lack of chances we really had. Rico, decent debut, but did find himself wanting a bit there. Uela beating him to the post. And then pretty much the last effort of the game there. Sanchez with a head coming off, or Sane, sorry, even coming with the header off the bar, almost making it 3. But all in all, pretty good game. Had a comedy of errors moment. Unfortunately, can't see it there in Bonglahor. Their keeper passed it straight to a Bonglahor. He had a chance to score open goal from 40 yards and put it horrendously wide. But other than that, really good result. Another clean sheet, which is always nice to see. And one thing we need to do now, actually I'll save it for the next video. We'll start the next video of it. Is we need to set up our training for our players, because it's a new thing in FIFA 16 where you can add drills so that your players continue to develop. We'll make sure we'll add in some of our young guns here, like Iheanacho, Prayet, Sane, Grealish. We've got lots of players, Riedwald, lots of players that we need to grow here, Tete and Rico as well. So plenty of players to try and progress through the training, which we can do in the next video. And then, yeah, now transfers are out of the way. The next few videos will really be piling on the games. Probably be putting with maybe 5-6 games of video. Really pile on so we can get through this season as quickly as possible. But for now, I hope you have enjoyed this video. Obviously, do let me know in the comments down below if you've got any suggestions of players we can look at scouting maybe for January. We don't have that much money. We have enough for maybe a player. This is our squad at the moment, as you are probably familiar with now. It's our first 11, our bench. That's basically our second 11 there. So I think we're pretty good. 2 decent players in every position now. But yeah, any comments, do let me know. But for now, thank you very much for watching, everyone. And I'll see you all next time.